Alrighty, so I realize we haven't had a update video in a little while, and I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow, and I really didn't have a lot of time to prepare for a video today. I'll just call it like it is. I really didn't have time to prepare, but I wanna bring you up to speed on a couple of things that are happening on the channel. I wanna talk about some of the projects that we're working on that we're having some problems with, obviously, and yeah, let's just get right into it. What's good, everybody? Ken here, watching OriginaldoBo, and there is a lot to discuss and talk about in this video. So a little bit of an update video. So first update video of 2023. This week's an incredibly busy week. We have the Lakeland Sun and Fun that is happening, which is one of the largest fly-ins in America. It's one of the largest airplane shows anywhere, and it's definitely the largest here in Florida. So if you're in the Lakeland area, I will be out there with Pilot Institute hanging out for the entire week, so be sure to stop into there. And then on Saturday, this Saturday, Jensen Beach, Florida, we are going to be having the South Florida Drone Meetup. It is the third annual South Florida Drone Meetup, and it's going to be a very special drone meetup. I would say it's great weather, a lot of people are flying in, and I'm going to be giving away a ton of shit at this event. So just to go over some of the stuff that we are going to be giving away at the event, let's go over it right now. We have a brand new Axis Flying C35. This is an 03 air unit version. We have the Axis Flying Manta, and this is also an 03 version. What else are we gonna give away? I'm going to give away not this Cinelifter, but we're gonna be giving it away an 8-inch thick, fully complete Cinelifter. So if you wanna win that, it's there. That's a first generation. It's only been flown 2 times, but it's a badass Cinelifter. If you are somebody that's looking to possibly break into the Cinelifter world, I'm gonna be giving away that. Not done. Nope, that's not it. Also going to be giving away an Autel Evo version 3 with smart controller at the event. So if you're there at Jensen Beach, you may have a chance to win one of these 4 items that are on the table. So hopefully we'll see everybody there. There's no warranties on any of this shit. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is why I do not plan on using GoPro anymore. So today was the very first day that I got a chance to fly some freestyle. This is the GoPro Hero 11 Mini, and I've been using these for the past couple of months, and so far haven't had any problems. But what I didn't realize is I didn't have any accidents. I haven't crashed with the GoPro as of yet. But today I suffered what I would say is a very minor crash in terms of FPV, and immediately this thing froze up. The little red light was turned on and I could not power this down. Basically, I had to wait until this thing completely killed itself before I was able to try to recharge it. Now I have tried to recharge this, and guess what? It will no longer power on after one very, very minor crash. Now that's not the first time that this has happened with the Hero 11 Mini. I've even tried the GoPro Lab software, and to no avail. I have had very limited success with the Mini. I'm not very happy with this particular camera. I've had good luck with the Hero 11, but not so much good luck with the 11 Mini. I would have thought that this would be a little bit more crash proof, considering the fact that it doesn't have a screen, and the crash is what I would say was pretty light, all things considered. And this GoPro now has to go into GoPro 4 warranty, which really sucks. So I am going to be switching back to the Action 2. It's an older camera. The camera quality is not as good, but when it comes to freestyle, honestly, it is an okay camera, and with all the updates, I think it's more than enough. I'm even going to try the new Cadex Walnut to see if this is any better. Although I flew this today and it kept powering off on me, so I'm really striking out when it comes to action cameras. So if you have any suggestions on what I should try next, let me know down in the comments. But as of right now, this Hero 11 Mini is going back to GoPro. Hopefully they can fix it. Maybe they can get me another one out relatively soon. But doesn't look like I'm gonna have one ready for this weekend. All right, let's talk about the Axis Flying Avata conversion. So right now, the Axis Flying Avata conversion is with a friend of mine. He's trying to troubleshoot through some of the issues. We've done the conversion But every single time we try to arm the quad, it immediately states motor stalled. We've gone through and looked over the entire ESC to make sure there was no like solder blobs anywhere. We made sure that there was nowhere where it could be shorting out. We made sure everything was taped, because with this conversion, things are a lot closer to the frame, so you do need to use electrical tape to make sure things are covered so they don't accidentally arc or cause any ground shorts. Unlike most ESCs, where if you have a short, it's going to fry the entire ESC, DJI has protection on these where it doesn't necessarily fry the whole thing, which I think is pretty smart, but also pretty frustrating because I have no way to really troubleshoot the issues. We've taken this thing apart like 4 or 5 times and have not been able to solve this problem. I have seen some other people having the same issues. So if you've recently done an axis flying conversion, you've had this problem and you were able to fix it, I would love to know what you did to fix so I can take it apart and try to look through it again. I would love to get this working correctly, but I also really don't think overall that the conversion is really truly worth it. If you bought a Nevada, do not do the conversion if you are not an experienced user. These problems can be very frustrating, and obviously now I'm throwing parts at it. I bought another ESC to try to see if that resolves that, because sometimes with these ESCs, if they get too hot, there could be problems. And again, I don't have any way of doing any diagnostic because it's not like Betaflight where I can plug it in and sort of see what's happening with the sensors. I have no way of knowing what's going on, so I can really just look and see and sort of guess. But overall, I really don't see enough of a reason to really convert your Avata if you bought one. Most people bought an Avata because they don't know how to build a drone, and there's really no need to do this. So really would caution anybody considering things to not convert your Avata. So in the next piece is I'm going to be updating the Bad Idea mounts with the version 2 mount for those of you that are looking to film in slower frame rates. So what do I mean by slower frame rates? I'm talking about the guys that are looking to film at like 24 frames per second. There's a handful of people that have wanted something made out of TPU. I really don't have any problems using the Bad Idea mount with the Avata. Hard mount it. With the new GoPros, it's pretty good when it comes to vibrations. However, some vibrations can creep in with the lower frame rates, like 24 frames per second. So for those of you who do film with 24 frames per second, I'm going to be introducing the Cine style version of the Bad Idea mount. Now what this is essentially a 2-piece Bad Idea mount where it still gives you the strength and rigidity, but it now has a TPU insert that you can use if you are looking to have smoother footage straight out of the camera. That's what we designed this for. So again, this is a 2-piece mount. There will be a TPU insert that goes through the center of this. Again, really designed for people that are filming in 24 frames per second. If you're not filming in 24 frames per second, there is absolutely no issue with the original Bad Idea mount or anybody else's mount that they created for the Avata. I'm just looking to appease the people that want the absolute smoothest footage at the lowest possible frame rate. Now, there is also one other benefit of using the new Bad Idea mount, and it's the fact that if you do crash, because it is TPU, it is less prone to fracture. So if you're somebody who does crash often, then yeah, I would also recommend the 2-piece mount just because it's a little bit more impact resistant since it is a 2-piece design and you do have a little bit of flex there on the GoPro since this piece is now TPU. So I am going to be offering these in some different colors like translucent yellow, translucent green, and of course black silver. And matter of fact, as I'm speaking right now, I have a mount piece coming off right now. So this is going to be an insert for the translucent yellow, but I'll just sort of show you how this is going to work. Essentially, this little piece will push directly through the center, and then voila, you have a softer version of the Bad Idea mount, which I guess would make it a good idea at that point. But there you go. That's the channel update. That's what's happening currently right now. I am, like I said, traveling all week. Hopefully I'll get a vlog for you on the road, and maybe hopefully I can get some mounts printed so I can actually fly some freestyle again. I'm trying to make it a consistent thing to fly at least 2 packs a day. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you next time. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing many of you in South Florida on Saturday, April 1st. Stay original.
I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check.